Welcome to this late night YouTube live. Sorry, just got finished eating dinner. My son decided to cook. He's been cooking for the last couple of weeks. We've been rotating. I cook one night, he cook one night. We usually grill a lot on the grill, so that's an amazing thing. To get somebody to come in and help you out with cooking. I've been cooking for a very long time. So tonight we're going to be talking about how to build a master cash buyers list uh, in 2024. It's going to be really amazing. Uh, it's not going to be hard and complicated, but I want to give you some strategies that's really effective if you want to build a great quality cash buyers list, have dozens and dozens of buyers ready to buy your deals. Now, before we get started, you got to ask yourself, do I understand the psychology of a cash buyer? Right? Most people they don't understand like what a cash buyer do, how they think, how they look at deals, and ultimately that's why a lot of deals don't get over the finish line because they don't understand that when you are a wholesaler, you gotta act like you the investor yourself. Like, what would I pay for this? How much would it cost me to finance this? Like, how will I make money? Will it sell? What is the best exit strategy for these deals? And as you look at deals like that, you lock it up. Then you have an idea. Okay, who's the best person that can buy this deal for me based on the buyers I currently have? Who isn't? You know what I mean? Sometimes you may work with a few buyers in the past, and they may not fit the current deals you have or the deal you had. It may be at the price point. It may be on the wrong side of town. There's a lot of variables why a person may not want to buy a deal from you. So first, you got to understand how to build a buyer's persona profile and figure out what makes sense as you're locking deals up. So once you understand, hey, um, I'm going to be focusing on land deals. I'm going to be focusing on mobile homes. I'm going to be focusing on duplexes, triplexes, whatever the case may be. You need to understand that, okay, I need to vet and find buyers based on that, or just go through all the buyers and figure out where do they stand, what's their investment criteria, and then separate them, and then know and understand that when you get deals, start off with your best buyers first, then slowly blast out to everybody else that you have in your list. So, number one, go after the lowest hanging fruit. You can use PropStream, uh, or Redfin or Zillow to start to accumulate your buyers list. The first list I would start to build is flippers, like people who recently flipped a property or currently have a property on the MLS and they're probably looking for their next deal. That's the most highest converting potent list you can get your hands on because there's evidence that they're currently in the market doing real estate and they're currently in the market most likely looking for their next deal because they're a deal on the contract. Now, if you need a buyer immediately, you don't have a big buyers list and you don't want to go through hundreds of leads to waste your time, you can use the flippers list. But then what you can do is you can even uh, put sold in the last 60 days or currently pending, right? And what that means is the deal is currently under contract, and most likely they're looking for their next investment once they cash out on this one. You can give them a call, and I'm telling you, it'll be an amazing thing to get a deal sold, knowing that a person is ready to move forward for their next deal. Now, a lot of buyers uh, I have the capacity to do multiple deals at one time. So I don't want you to get in this notion that, buyers only do one deal at a time. Now, some buyers do, but most buyers, they have access to private money, they have access to hard money, they have favorable terms with lines of credit. There's so many ways and ways that they can structure deals when it comes to capital that you just have to ask them, hey, what is your capacity? How many deals are you comfortable with doing at one time? What's your favorite side of town? Is there certain zip codes you want to stay away from? All of that. So just as much as you're prospecting for cold calling to find motivated sellers, you should be prospecting to find motivated buyers. Meaning that every day pulling data, calling people, building relationships. Even if you had the biggest list in town, you still should be just giving your buyers a friendly call at least once or twice a month, checking in on them. If you don't have deals to send them, just to keep that list fresh, just to update the list. Now, another way you can build your buyers list is you can call around to all of the title companies and say, hey, um, are you currently working with buyers who's buying cash or is buying a bunch of rental properties? Do you mind passing me their information? Or if you don't want to pass me the information, do you mind just even giving me the last address that they close on? Why is this important? Because it's telling them, um, you know, without telling them all the way that I am not lazy. I am willing to go figure this out. You don't have to disclose everything to me. Just give me the last address, and I go figure out what entity they bought in. I go skip trace it. I go look up their name, and I will do the hard work to get them on the phone. Versus, oh, I can't give you my client information because they may act funny about new people calling them. Some people are like that. It is what it is. But if you can say, okay, send me a list of all the buyers who bought in cash, or all the buyers who, um, close deals, and you know for a fact they're an investor, they'll send it to you. Now, some of them may charge you, or you may offer a compensation. Hey, how much will it cost for you to compile that list of everybody who closed the deal with you in the last 30 days? That's obviously public records that you can just give it to me, and I can go through and actually call to see are they interested in buying deals. That's another way. Another way is just going through and just seeing who bought cash. Uh, you can just go that way. That's gonna take a little longer, and then the buying cash don't tell you the whole story. What if I just sold my house for double what I paid for 20 years ago, and now I found another house for half of what I currently got, and I don't want a mortgage, and I just want to pay cash. Does that make me a cash buyer? Well, the data would tell you it does, but theoretically, no. You're just a person who so happened to have cash and decided to buy the house cash, but that don't mean you're an active investor. So that's the only reason why I don't like the cash buyers list itself, because it can be misleading. Now, with prospering, the cash buyers list, you can literally make these filters and say, okay, show me people who own multiple properties or who bought multiple properties in the last 24 months. And then that's a well more intended list versus just putting a generic cash buyers list. Another hack is you can look at properties that's currently going through tax deed or tax sales, and then maybe go backwards and say, okay, show me all the properties that went through tax deed, tax sales 3 months ago, and then you can go check the records and see did they change ownership, and if they did, you can actually call them up. You could look at bank-owned properties like this too. Like, okay, show me all the REO stuff that's currently for auction. Right, here's another thing. It's a long-term play, and I know it sounds tiresome, but this is how you get some of the best buyers. Set up an account with auction.com and just monitor all of the good deals that's currently going through auction.com. And then make a notation of it, put the address down, the current information, and then within like 30 to 60 days, you'll just relook up them properties and see did they change hands because they sold, and then you can add them buyers to your list too. It's a lot of work, but that's what you got a $4 hour virtual assistant for. Literally, they can maintain and upkeep that. You can do that with all the different auction websites. Just create a spreadsheet of all of the different properties, and then just go back and look up the properties and see when they exchange ownership, and then get that information, and then skip trace the individual or the LLC to start to build your list. Remember, a cash buyers list is literally a marathon. It's not like one list will solve all your issues. One buyer will buy everything you got. It's an everyday activity, and some people come into the marketplace ready to buy deals. Some of your best buyers like, yo, I got my shirt handed to me in the last 2 years. I'm gonna take 12 months off and just restructure everything, and then I'll be back buying deals. So you may lose some of your best buyers because they're kind of like, you know, focus on all the deals they bought, and they just trying to clean up their balance sheet. or they just restructuring things, or they on a sabbatical. It'd be like that sometimes. So you always want to keep that active and talking to people. Also, get out here in these Facebook groups at times. Some of these Facebook groups do got some good bona fide buyers. Like not everybody on Facebook is real. Like a lot of them are daisy trainers, third party wholesalers, that type of thing. But you definitely want to make sure that you engage in on Facebook groups. And then lastly, uh, just going to like meetups. I know we preach a lot about virtual selling, but if you can get to some meetups, some local meetups, especially if you're working locally in the market, them some of the best buyers, private lender people you can get your hands on because they still believe in old school. Go to the meetups, meet with people, shake people's hands. Them some of the best people that's going back. Now that criteria might be a little stricter because they've been around the block a few times and they know what it takes to do deals. So they might not be one to buy at 75% or even 70% ARV. Each buyer is different. So, if you got a deal where you feel like you overpaid for it and you're trying to dispo it, you may probably run into issues dispoing it because a lot of the better buyers, they're very conservative. They probably like to buy 60 to 65% ARV, especially now given the interest rates are a little high. So you're not going to come across a lot of rookie buyers who are okay with overpaying because they just want to do a deal. And so they're doing a deal. You're going to come across a lot of experienced people letting you know that, hey, I'm still buying, but I'm definitely not overpaying or over leveraging myself for anything. Because if something goes wrong, I bought at such a good price that it makes sense. And then most importantly, your acquisition people, whoever's running acquisition, you shouldn't be overpaying for deals or just doing deals with the seller just for the heck of it, saying, I got this deal on the contract, or you're padding your stats, just show that you did 10 contracts this month, and then none of them get discoed out because the market will tell on you, and the market will tell the truth. If you got 10 deals on the board and you can't move them, you overpaid, or you in a bad situation, or you not marketing great. But 90% of the time, if you got 10 deals on the board, 10 contracts on the board, and no one's committed to moving forward and buying it from you, most likely your deals are overpriced. So be careful about overpricing your deals. Make sure you do good marketing, get a lot of pictures taken, and you're going to get a ton of cash buyers. A lot of cash buyers like transparency, a lot of cash buyers like honesty, and a lot of cash buyers like intimate relationships. Meaning, don't just mass send out an email about a deal. Call each of your buyers individually before you send out that mass email to let them know about the deal personally. And then explain to them that, hey, I thought about you enough to call you personally before we blast this out to everybody. I want to give you a 24-hour or 48-hour head start on this deal to see if you can do some desktop due diligence to see if this even worth your attention before I send it out to everybody else and it'd be a bit frenzy or, too many people interested in it. You know how far you can take a relationship when you tell someone something like that. They're going to love and respect you because they're going to appreciate that. Yes, it's business, but you care about me enough to ensure that I get the best deal possible. And you get a lot of buyers now, they can be decisive and say, okay, I did my desktop due diligence. This seemed like a good deal. We did a deal already before. Yeah, let me move forward. You sent me a lot of pictures already. Let me move forward. Let me just ride past it real quick just to lay eyes on it. And if the pictures translate to what I see when I pull up on it, I'm going to move forward. You get a lot of deals sold like that when you are willing to, call people and have this intimate relationship. Stop trying to bot everything and automate everything and delegate everything. It's nothing like human interaction. And I think as technology get advanced, it's going to increase the power of human interaction, and it's going to be that much powerful when you are able to interact with people at an intimate level, and people going to want to do business with you. So I think that's good for you guys to build a really massive list, right? There's no magic pill. The only magic pill to being successful and getting buyers is hard work, quality conversations, going to meetups, meeting with buyers, calling buyers, taking people to lunch, and just really seeing what people are about and asking questions. Following them on their Facebook, commenting on their stuff, sharing their stuff, liking their stuff. supporting them to the point that they remember you. Oh, yeah, Antoine. So when you call, you're worth something. They take you serious. Most times, when you don't create that value, that relationship capital, people don't take you serious. And if they don't take you serious, then it's hard for them to spend their hard money with you because they have so many other options. They have other wholesalers, they have relatives, they have auction websites. Why should they buy a deal from you? Especially as money is getting a little tight. The economy is getting a little tight, deal flow is getting a little tighter. You gotta ask yourself, why do they want to do business with you? Why out of all the deals that come across their desk, they should go and spend their capital with you? And once you figure that part out, this position uh, shouldn't be that hard. Listen, if you are struggling trying to get deals on a contract, if you're struggling trying to sell deals, head over to my website, book a call with us. Let's talk about your situation and figure out what we can do to help you. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the biggest things I can offer you is help and experience and just making sure that you got everything you need. This month is my birthday month. So if you've been thinking, if you watching the replay, if you've been thinking about buying something from us or working with us in any capacity, now is your time to get us on the phone and get your money in and cash in and get a great discount on our services. It's discounts on all of our services. Talk about it. Now, there's no discount on services that require payment plans. Uh, but definitely, if you already pay in full in cash, then we're discounting. But we're not discounting payment plans. But if you haven't closed the deal, book a call with us. Head over to CEO929.com. Book a call. If you're looking to hire a virtual assistant, head over to CEO929.com. Book a call. Book your free strategy call. See, and like I said, if you're not sure what you need to do to get your business to the next level, you should be booking a call. Obviously, there's most times going to be a financial commitment when you're talking to us and we present a product to you. But I'm here to tell you, our products really take care of our customer needs. Other than that, do me a favor, share this video, like this video. I know I'm due for a haircut. I'm just trying to wolf it out to see if I like this wolf look for the fall. If not, I cut it down a little bit, trim it up. But yeah, that's the beautiful thing about working for yourself. You can kind of play with your hairstyle and see what fits you. I've been battling with my hairstyles for the last 2-3 years trying to figure out the right one. But I think I like this length. I like this length. I think I'm gonna rock with that. But like I said, if you're watching the replay, book a call with me, CEO929.com. Book it now. Just head over there. Don't wait. Uh, and I'll be back tomorrow with even more fire. If you like the video, comment in the comments. If you want me to cover something else, just comment in the comments and we'll love to cover that. Like I said, our videos are straight to the point, give you good information, and send you on your way so you can take your business to the next level. It's your boy Antoine Campbell. Follow me on Instagram at CEO929. I'm about to head upstairs. It's been a long day. Appreciate y'all. Talk to you soon.